Welcome back. It's your boy Danye BC2, and we got a good reaction video for y'all today. Before anything, please hit that like and subscribe button. Road to 1,000 subscribers is definitely the goal. So, this video here is from the Whatever podcast, which is one of the fastest growing podcasts, especially in the relationship space. A lot of their clips go viral, and they bring a lot of women on, and they have a lot of men there to debate. So this clip here today just caught my attention because I think it shows the level of low understanding of what women think of men, to be honest. And listen, we're gonna go straight to the video. I'm not gonna do much talking because this is a good video and it's pretty long. So let's see what they're talking about.
Generous one I could possibly give.
So you don't you don't think that, I'm assuming you don't think that men and women are equal, correct?
No,
Okay. Which is okay.
no,
You're allowed
I
to-
don't. I
No,
don't
no,
think
it's okay. I
I
don't-
don't think that egalitarianism is true. I don't think that equality is real. I don't think any of those things are true. I don't think any
Do you
of them
think
are true.
So who do you
equality
think is
should be
the-
real?
No.
Who do you think is
I don't. Well, I don't even think it's possible. You want me to tell you how? Farah knows. Farah knows what I'm about to say, but I'll tell you. I can tell you how. I can tell you how men and women can't be equal. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you are to look at force in society, who would you say has the monopoly on force, men or women?
Men on brute men.
The monopoly. I'm just
They
talking about the
can
monopoly.
easily over
See, this is what gets me upset. So now he poses the question about equality, and that's what they're having a conversation about. And off rip, the bigger lady, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just say the bigger lady. She seems to be a little irritated. Like she's you can just watch by her body language that this subject might take her off a little bit. But he asks us a simple question. Through history, who would you say has force? Like what men or women showed the most force through history? Why is it taking this woman 40 years to answer the question? This is what I mean. And this is just, we're gonna get back into the video, but this is just a little bit of the hatred toward men that women have today. You can't even agree that we are stronger? Then what can you agree with? That's what I'm saying. You're being disingenuous.
they're the stronger
I feel like
ones.
things are set up for men, but
Can you indicate a time in history, ever in the history of all of mankind, where men didn't have monopoly on force?
On force as
like-
in like physical force though,
Mhm.
correct?
Like
Always. They're
physical
always stronger
force.
than
Yeah.
us.
oh, then yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the biology.
They have the monopoly on physical force. So the question, when you come down to rights, is who can enforce rights? Women can't enforce their own rights. Men have to enforce women's rights. So there can never be real equality. There can
Okay,
never be real
this
equality.
is-
Literally,
Look at her face. Look at her face.
Equality. There can
Okay.
never be real.
Yo, this is pissing her off.
This is-
literally, what the
Men are
fuck?
I just want to say men are a little bit more very that is like so violent in nature.
What the
Even what you just
fuck?
said, like
Sorry.
every society, of course, you need force, but the fact that you feel like you're in because you're stronger than someone.
See, what they're doing now is they're trying to piece together what they think he said, or what do you mean by this? And they're starting to get in their feelings and start to feel offended, and they're trying to find any angle to try to make his point not be clear. His point was clear. Men have always were the decision makers because of they did control the force. They were stronger. They were the ones who conquered from the beginning, and they were the one who set the rules in play. Now, she's talking about because it always was like that. Yes, because we were always the leaders. We were always the one conquering. We was always the one fighting. We was always the ones, you know what I mean, taking control of whatever we came across. And I think, and that's not even because I think, but that's how we were made. We're made to be stronger. We're made to fight and protect. Like that's how our body is made, and women's bodies are not made for that. I think our hand strength is like 16 times a woman's. Like you're not even made to compete with us in a physical aspect or a dominant aspect. So I don't know what's so hard to understand that men created these rules that women have today. That's just it's as simple as it gets.
Or you can overpower them. You're more entitled
No.
to some
No,
sort of
hang on,
thing.
listen, so that you get it real quick. Hang on. Just
Okay.
hear me out.
Yeah.
Inside of your society,
Okay.
you have rights, right? Those rights need to be enforced, right? So somebody doesn't violate them, right? Who's the enforcement
But that's
arm?
not
Women's
usually
rights were
physically.
mostly
It
created
is
though
usually physically.
in response
What
to
do you do
men.
with criminals?
I mean, you put them in jail, but
And
like,
who does that?
There's never been a female officer ever.
I'm not saying there hasn't been.
Here
but
we go. It's never been a female officer ever in the history. They always gotta find like the 1 or 2% of women to do something and give them credit for everything.
Who does that? Who puts them in jail? And then who guards them while they're in jail?
Men.
I mean,
Men.
I don't want to say that because I know women security guards that are
but
fucking rappers in
you
jail.
You're speaking always to the exception. You always look to the outlier. It's not that there can't be some women who are on par with some men. It's that as a monolith, men are the grantors of force, the grantors of rights. And here's how. Whenever you need criminals dealt with in society, it's men who are going to be dealing with the criminals. They're going to be putting them in the jails. They're going to be enforcing your laws. They're going to be protecting you while you sleep through the military and through the
I don't
force
disagree.
there.
But have we ever given women the opportunity?
Yes.
Oh my God. I hate that's their favorite argument. We were never given the opportunity. We were never doing like why would you even want to be in charge of putting people in jail? And like that's what I'm like. They're trying to be equal and they're trying to be men so much that they're not even thinking rationally. Or they're not, it just bothers them. It eats at their soul that they cannot give men credit for nothing. Like it's bothering them. And this is what bothers me is because men yearn respect. At the end of the day, the biggest gift a woman can give a man is respect. And I think that's what all men strive for is to get respect from the woman that they love or just from women in general. Like the biggest thing you can hear is I appreciate it. The biggest like compliment you can give a man is I see all the hard work you've been doing. But it kills these ladies today. It kills them to give any man credit for anything. And that is a problem. Like that is a serious problem. And I feel for a lot of hardworking men out there that work their butts off every day that gets no respect. And the crazy part is when I say this out loud is I feel bad for the men that work hard and work their butts off. In the back of my mind, I can already hear a woman saying, well, what about the women that work their butt off? What about the single moms? Like every time a man's supposed to get their kudos, there is just somebody in the background waiting to distract any type of appreciation that a man gets by throwing in what women do. And it's a problem and it's annoying. And woman, big lady, why would you even want to put yourself in a situation to where you got to control criminals? Like that's how much you're really trying to argue the fact that men are the force in society. This is annoying.
Be in
Here's
that
the amazing
place.
part. The amazing part is right now they have all that opportunity and they still can't do it. Meaning,
I don't think they do.
men inside, yes, they do. Where do women have less opportunity to become the enforcement arm than men in society right now? Tell me.
The
You
workplace.
just said they have a monopoly on force. I don't
Well,
disagree.
then
I think
I'm
men are
asking-
protectors, and they like. If I have a husband, he's probably bigger than me. If someone comes to try to fight me, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, hold on, I got this." I'm going to expect my man to handle
But
it.
that's not my question.
So
My question is, can women be police officers?
Yes.
Can they be in the
Yes.
military?
yes,
Okay, can they be prison guards?
Yes,
Yeah.
but can
Okay,
they
so
do
do they
all the
ever
same
have
things?
less opportunity
Yes,
to be in the enforcement arm?
because there's people in
Yes.
the that employ them that hold up
That's
that
why it's called a
patriarchy.
police
No,
man.
what happens instead is this.
Because
is
they were
that
only men in the
inside of the
beginning.
military and inside the police force
Yeah,
and inside all,
feminist.
all these different enforcement arms, when you include women, you lower the standard. You lower the standard in order to bring women in, meaning the female standards in the military.
Physically,
Yes, physically. So
But
the
you need
standard.
nurses in the military. You need women.
You don't
they're
need
not
them,
helping us, Yamani.
but they are there.
You don't need a nurse in the. You don't need.
You don't need
doctors
female
in the military.
nurses. You could have male
no,
nurses.
no. I'm just going on like
Mhm.
more of the traditional values of like.
Yeah, but I'm
almost
just
like-
talking about an equalization of force. Men have an overwhelming amount of power and force, and so women can't actually enforce their rights against men, whereas men can change the conditions almost anytime they want based on their will because they have enough force.
All right. My guy, he is spitting. He is spitting facts. And last thing I will say is, and I'm gonna hit on the fact that I did earlier. Women, can y'all just like stop making excuses for why you're not doing something and just be thankful that you're not doing it if it's something that you wouldn't want to do? For example, my bricklayers out there, it is dominated by men. I think it's like 99% of all bricklayer are men. Women, I don't hear y'all complaining or crying that y'all not bricklayers. Why? Because it's something y'all do not want to do. It's a hard job, it's a physical job, and it long hours. Y'all don't cry about that. Truck drivers. Women are there are women truck drivers out there, but it's a small amount of women truck drivers to men truck drivers. But I don't hear y'all crying that it's not equal on 50-50 with truck drivers. Like y'all cry whenever it benefits you, but y'all don't have that same type energy when it doesn't benefit you. Of course y'all don't, because y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all are smart. Y'all are trying to pick fights at things that y'all want to do and avoid things that y'all don't want to do. But we're not going for it. And at the end of the day, if you really want to be real and if you really want to fight to make things better, I say appreciate the things that you do not have to deal with, that men have to deal with, that keep society forward. And another point that he talked about that I think is very important is men have created the rules of society, which is crazy because you think about all these rights that women have and you think about how easy, in a sense, life is for women, to the fact that there's a lot of women out here that think they don't need men to survive, which is crazy. But think about that. Men have always been the ones that created the rules. So if men were the one that created the rules, they literally made it to where the world is so comfortable and easy and the rights are so lenient that women now think that they don't need the people that built and made society. That's how well men have protected women, to almost a fault. And I don't know, it's just bad nowadays, because when you got women that think they don't need men, they stop respecting men and they stop treating men, you know what I mean, how they want to be treated. And like I said, I always know there's going to be a woman out there saying, well, women still have it bad. I'm not here for all that. I'm here for my men out there that work hard and that need their respect. Please start giving these men their respect. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like the video. And thanks for watching.